Hi, this is Katie, and welcome to How to College. Today we're going to talk about some really important things about money. Money. So I have with me here the Director of Financial Aid here at Wesleyan, LaShawnda.
Hi.
And she's going to kind of help me share about money, getting ready for college, how to pay for college, because that's something that a lot of people might not know about right off the bat, right?
You're right.
Right. So thinking about, we've talked about applying for college, how to choose a college. So when someone is thinking about going to college, what is the first step they should take toward their financial process?
The first step for the financial aid process is filing the FAFSA. That usually opens October 1st every year and uses your parents' taxes and your taxes if you work and file from 2 years before that year that you're filing. That's the biggest and first step that you'll want to take for financial aid.
And an important thing about the FAFSA is it is always free. So when you're looking at different websites, make sure that you're using the one that is through the Department of Education.
That's right. It's on studentaid.gov, and you'll know it's free because it'll spell out, which is what the FAFSA stands for, Free Application for Federal Student Aid.
Right. So if someone is asking you to pay for it, that is not the right site.
It is not.
So then you fill out your FAFSA as you're applying, and it's important to also include any schools that you're looking at. So if you're looking at 3 or 4 different schools, when you get in there, there's an option to select those schools, and it's best to just send them to them right away. So when you get on there, it'll give you an option to send it to different schools, and it's really good to send them to them right away because as you're applying, they'll also start being able to communicate with you about what your aid looks like.
That's right. You can add up to 10 schools to your FAFSA.
Awesome. So then another thing that your FAFSA will tell you is if you qualify for certain grants or even work study.
That's right.
So what is work study?
Work study is a program where you can work at the school that you're attending and earn money. A lot of the time students use this to put money in their pocket, maybe to pay a phone bill or to put gas in their car. But some students do use work study to pay their bill at the school as well.
And the important thing is that you have to work to get that money.
Yes, it is never paid directly to you in full. You have to work throughout the entire semester to earn your money.
But it's a great opportunity to work on campus, to be able to get some hours in between classes, and be able to study and do that stuff in the evenings if you don't want to find another job off campus.
That's right.
Awesome. And then, like I said, the grant piece. So there is something called a Pell Grant that when you fill out your FAFSA, it will let you know if you qualify for.
That's right. So when you do your FAFSA and it's sent to the schools that you're applying at, they're able to evaluate your FAFSA and tell you what Pell Grant you are eligible for. Now this can change every year, which is why it's important to file the FAFSA every year. But for the most part, some students' Pell Grants stay about the same each year.
And the thing about grants is that you don't have to pay them back. That is money that goes towards your education that you don't then have to turn around and pay back when you're done.
That's right. Pell Grants are very great and really important to have. So it's always good to file the FAFSA just in case. Whether you think you make too much money or not, it's good to at least try to apply for that Pell Grant.
Another form of financial aid that's really nice to have too is scholarships. So as you're looking at schools, they may have specific scholarships, but it's also good to kind of look online and see if they have scholarships. Maybe the place that you work has scholarships, where your family members work might have scholarships, and that's another form that you don't have to pay back.
Yes, that's right. Scholarships can be found anywhere and everywhere. It's always important to ask any businesses that you frequent, churches you might go to, even your high schools, what scholarships they may offer and what you need to do to receive those.
So something I will say is that our financial aid office is really good about talking to students about loans. Loans is a form of financial aid that you do have to pay back. There is some interest with it. And I think a lot of people are scared of loans.
They are. Loans are not necessarily as scary as you might think, especially the federal loans. Federal loans are loans that you apply for when you file the FAFSA. Those loans don't have to be paid back until after you graduate, which is really nice for our students because it allows them to get the money they need to pay for school and focus on school. But you do want to keep in mind, it is still a loan. They do add up. So you need to be tracking how much you're borrowing and making a plan throughout school and after you graduate to pay those loans back.
So like I said, our financial aid office is really good at working with students. I recommend, as you're looking at schools, to talk to whoever you're with, admissions counselor, success coach, about financial aid, because it's really good to help plan ahead and see what that financial aid package is going to look like. What will your payment plan look like? How much will you owe? Because then you can kind of see, do I need scholarships? Will I need to get a job? What will that look like for me to pay for school?
That's right, and it's really good to do this early on. Some scholarships do have deadlines to apply for, so it's good to try and do the research that you can and ask all the questions you can earlier in your senior year. That way you are as prepared as you possibly can be by the time you start college.
And then once you start, go visit the financial aid office, get to know them. LaShawnda is great. The people in her office are great. Go get to know them so you can ask them questions, because they'll help you fill out your FAFSA again if you need to. They can answer any questions about future years. And I know some of our students, when they're thinking about going on to grad school and beyond, they may have some questions about what that financial aid process looks like.
Yes, we can help with any questions you might have. You can always call, you can always email, and you can stop by because we are on campus year-round. We're here to help.
Well, thanks, LaShawnda. I think we could probably talk for hours about financial aid because there's so many intricate pieces.
There is. I won't scare you guys with my acronyms.
Yeah, but I think it's good to go visit LaShawnda when you come on campus.
It is. I love having students come see me. If you are visiting campus and you want financial aid on your personalized visit, we are always willing to add ourselves to that. Please let us know.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Yeah. This has been How to College. Stay tuned where we'll navigate some other pieces of the college process.